That was Black Sabbath with Paranoid off their 1972 album of the same name. That album is actually one of the greatest metal albums ever made, according to many, many critics. Rolling Stone ranked it number one on their list of 100 greatest metal albums of all time. Now, I don't know if it's the greatest metal album of all time, but it's certainly helped to influence the entire sound. Like, metal was already starting to become a thing around here, but Black Sabbath put out an entire album of heavy, like subversive music, and just pissed off all the parents in the world at the time. Super great album. We're listening to that today because we have a song from the Beatles from 1970 up today, and they're a little bit lighter fare, so I figured why not listen to something really fucking heavy. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 111 of the Beatles tournament, and if you're not familiar with the Beatles tournament, you're wondering what that is, you've missed a lot. Basically, we took every single Beatles track, we threw them into a single elimination style tournament, and then we made them face off head to head until we have one song remaining in the end. That'll be the very best song the Beatles have ever made. Today we've got a couple songs from about a little over 5 years apart from each other, so completely different eras of the Beatles. The first one is Two of Us, off of their 1970 album, Let It Be. This actually opened up that album, and Paul McCartney claimed for years that it was about he and his future wife, Linda Eastman, which she later confirmed in Steve Turner's A Hard Day's Right. Here's what she had to say about it. It's about us. We pulled off in a woods somewhere and parked the car. I went off walking while Paul sat in the car and started writing. He also mentions the postcards because we used to send a lot of postcards to each other. So yeah, it's kind of it's just kind of a happier song about being with the person you love, and you're just kind of driving together, enjoying your time together, not really caring where you're driving. And that's going up against I'm a Loser, which is track 2 off of Beatles for Sale. It actually was almost released as a single, but they opted for I Feel Fine instead. I Feel Fine probably would get a lot more ears on it anyway. Although I'm a Loser is really like relatable. Anyway, in Barry Miles' Beatles biography, many years from now, McCartney shared his thoughts on the song. Looking back on it, I think songs like I'm a Loser and Nowhere Man were John's cries for help. We used to listen to quite a lot of country and western songs, and they were all about sadness and I lost my truck, so it was quite acceptable to sing I'm a Loser. You didn't really think about it at the time. It's only later you think, God, I think it was pretty brave of John. We had a pretty long Butthole Surfers day, so we should just go ahead and get right into these. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
We're going to be playing these songs backwards and distorted because copyright rules will not let us play them normally. But let's just go ahead and get right into it. First up, we have Two of Us. That's interesting. The first song we listened to yesterday had that same outro. That was just kind of a reprise of the Hello Goodbye outro on a separate album 3 years later. What was it? It's like, hey, hey, hola, cha, cha, cha. Pretty cool. I never noticed that before. So that will be going up against I'm a Loser, which predates Beck's song about being a loser by quite a margin. Like 32 years, I think. Here it is. I'm a Loser. It's a pretty good song. Definitely like a pretty standard Beatles sound. The most like outstanding part of it is the lyrics being kind of more depressed than they would have been near that time for the Beatles usually. Like they'd had a lot of happier songs and love songs up until this point, really. I love the line, although I laugh and I act like a clown, beneath the mask I'm wearing a frown. My tears are falling like rain from the sky. It's kind of like, I mean, it's cheesy, but it is kind of how, you know, people who are happy all the time can feel sometimes. Like, yeah, I'm smiling all the time because I can't help it, but, you know, kind of bummed out. Everybody's felt like that if you're just like one of those, you know, boilerplate happy guys, right? Like if you're just always expected to be happy. I don't know. I've been in customer service for a long time, so it's easy for me to throw on a smile, even though I'm kind of pissed off. Smiling kind of comes naturally to me anyway, but it really isn't dependent on my mood. It's just my face. I like that song. Although Two of Us, I think, is a better song as far as like composition goes. Like the lyrics are definitely pretty good in both of them. I'd put them on equal footing in lyrics. Although some weird, or there's like kind of some predictive lyrics in Two of Us. You and I have memories longer than the road stretches out ahead. And when you're reading the lyrics, you could tell this is about him and John also. I mean, it might be about he and Linda, but it's also about he and John. But yeah, they'd been friends for 12 years when they wrote this song, and then they didn't know each other for 11 years past that because Lennon was killed. So they did know each other longer before this song than after this song. got social media if you want to talk about it. We've got Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We've got a TikTok channel that's been doing pretty good. Thank you for everybody who's been participating in all of the things. I do link the songs down below so you can check them out played normally if you'd like to. You can also listen to that song Paranoid by Black Sabbath you've probably never heard before. Played in its entirety if you click the links down in the description. I link the tournament in the description too. I think we're down to I think it's just over 2 weeks left in the tournament, or in the first round of the tournament. That's pretty cool. There's a Cash App and a Venmo, so feel free to throw us a little bit of extra dough here and there if you feel like it. It's not a requirement. It's just really, really nice. Like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And then after you subscribe, share it with some people, you know. Share the love. Tell them, hey, I just subscribed to this, and I expect you to subscribe to this. Comment down below with which choice you would have made if you were in the hot seat today. And that's all the Beatles and Butthole Surfers tournament action I have for you today. Feel free to join us tomorrow. In fact, I implore you to join us tomorrow for some more Beatles and Butthole Surfers action. Until that time, click some of these links around me here. Have a nice day, a nice night, and a nice morning. All nice this time. Bye.
Baby. Hi. Hi, other babies. Mwah. She keeps using me.
I threw something special for her in the freezer. If it's frozen now, you could give it to her.
Oh.
But it's like an Otter Pop thing. It takes time to freeze.